Hey yo, what's going on guys? It's your boy Scatino, aka Scat, and today we're going to be taking a look at Street Fighter Cross Tekken on the Xbox 360. Now, I do hope you enjoy my unboxing of the game. I did get it 2 days early prior to the official UK release date, thanks to shop2.net. And yeah, we're going to take a look at it. Now, in this video in particular, it's just going to be my very basic first impressions of the game. I'm going to take you through like the menus, a couple of the modes, not getting into anything too deep, because you know, as far as I know, a lot of my subscribers are not really big on like the fighting game community, and you know, the fighting game scene. So this is just going to be very basic, taking you through just a few things. So obviously, as you can see, we have got the main menu here, all the different kinds of modes that you can see right now. So first up, I'm gonna just show you, like, obviously you can customize your profile and everything like that, you know, things that other players online can see. So for instance, your battle comments, your battle title, that kind of stuff. You know, they have brought that over from like Super Street Fighter 4. It was also implemented as well in like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, those kind of things. You can actually you know, customize your character's colors and that kind of thing, you know. The system isn't very deep because obviously Capcom like to release alternate costumes and that via paid DLC, which it is a bit of a bitch, but you know what you're gonna do, can't really do any more than just pay for it. But you know, it is very basic, but at least it is something. So if you want to change like the colour of Ryu or something, you can do that. Very basic, but you know, at least it adds to that, to your own customization and how you want your characters to actually look. Obviously you can't change them too much because the characters are supposed to look a specific way, and as I say, Capcom will be waiting for the major changes via paid DLC. But you know, you can change them slightly. And you'll be able to see now, I think I actually get an achievement for this, for actually changing. Yeah, there you go, pops up. You do get an achievement for changing like the colour, you know, for customising your colour a bit. So you can do that for all the characters in the game, basically. It is limited, like I say, but you know, there you go. Now, the gem system. The gem system is a very controversial issue for Street Fighter this time around. A lot of people have been talking about, oh, it's going to make the game unbalanced, blah blah blah. Now, to be honest, I'm not very well up on the gem system as a whole. I do know that that they give you added benefits and that kind of thing for doing specific things in a game. So you know, they have the offensive and defensive gems. So for instance, like you can see on the gems that I'm looking at now, in order to activate them you've got to meet certain criteria. So like 5 normal moves will activate the gem, and they give you like 10% increase in power for the next 20 seconds. I mean, they don't last the whole match, and 20 seconds can go really quick in a match, so you know, you've got to be able to capitalize on it basically. The gem system is very deep. You know, I don't fully understand it, and it's going to take a while to actually get into it, but like I say, I'm not really going through all that on this video. I just want to take you through just a couple of things. Now, training mode, what I want to show you in training mode is a couple of the basic things that you can do now. It seems to me that a lot of what you're going to be seeing whilst playing this game, whilst playing online, is what you probably call your bread and butter combos and that kind of thing. You know, you do have your light, medium and heavy attacks. So light, medium, heavy punch, light, medium, heavy kicks. and if you string them together in sort of like an ABC like chronology, then that's going to actually allow you to tag in your player, which you know, you can tag your player in on the fly anyway by pushing the medium kick and medium punch button together. But you can actually able to tag them in the middle of like doing a bit of a combo, and you're gonna be seeing this in a minute. And when you actually pull it off, you know, you have to get the timing right and everything. And as you can see, I do make a lot of mistakes. I am a very basic player, but when you actually pull it off, you know, it does actually feel good, especially when you can tag, especially when you tag your player in, and then you can carry that combo on, so to speak. You know, you can string together maybe do your ABC with your first character, tag your opponent in, and follow that up with like your super art, which is like they brought that in like from Third Strike. You know, they kind of moved away from super arts in like Street Fighter 4. You know, they introduced super combos and ultra combos. Now it is back to super art again, so being able to string them together, you know, it does feel really, really good. And you know, it's gonna be fun trying out different combos with different characters, you know, finding that perfect setup, you know, for your own personal self, you know. And being able to do these mix-ups, it's gonna be fun to actually see exactly what you can actually string together in these moves. I mean, I'm just completely fucking up here, but you know, that's what training mode's for. I've been playing the game for what, like 15 minutes before I start making this video, so you know, you have to bear with me. And I am playing on an arcade stick that you might have seen in my unboxing video. It's the only way I can play now. You know, I used to play on pad. You know, it was the only thing I used to do, other than when, like, from years and years and years ago, when I'd be at an arcade and I played a bit of Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. That was on an arcade stick, obviously, but at home, on consoles, nah, it's always pad. Until Street Fighter 4 come out, everyone was using arcade sticks. I thought I need to get one of them because it looked gorgeous. Got one, and now there's no going back to pad for me. So moving on from the training modes, you do have challenge mode as well, which gives you like trials, missions, and you have trials, you have missions, and basically what that is well, it pretty much says it on the, you know, on the box really. Trials, missions, and tutorials. Trial missions, obviously each character in the game has trials. Just, you know, showing you how to throw an Hadouken or something like that. Mission mode is exactly what it says on the tin. You've got to complete battles meeting specific criteria. So for example, in the first mission, it's like win the battle using only normal moves, so you can't use any special moves like that. You know, tutorial mode, that's going to take you through everything that you need to know and how to play the game. So, you know, for beginners, definitely jump into that. As you can see right now, we are in the online section on Xbox Live. You can check out leaderboards, and a good thing, pardon me, a good thing about the leaderboards actually is that you can actually follow people, you know, and follow their rankings basically. You know, you can see it now on the screen. I'm looking for my friends, you know, look at my friends' leaderboards. As you can see, I've only got one person on the leaderboard at the moment who's got the game, True Talon, shout out to you. So I can actually follow his progress basically on the leaderboards, which I think is a really good feature. And like, you can basically follow anyone you want. So, I mean, if you look at his battle points compared to mine, it's like, it's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm just gonna try and find a match now. I couldn't actually find one, and I really couldn't be bothered editing out this video to cut all this shit out, but that's right, I can just tell you a bit more about the game. I mean, I must admit, at this very early point, I am enjoying the game. I think the game looks great. The stages are really nice. You know, I think they're really well done. You know, and you know, Capcom seems to be actually good at that anyway. I mean, in Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, and Marvel, you know, they seem to really have the stages like really locked down. They do look really good. Unfortunately, there's not that many stages, and see, this is the problem that I have with Capcom. I mean, they have gone on record and said, you know, this disc is the only one that you're ever going to need for Street Fighter Cross Tekken. They're not going to release a new version of the game. Anything that's like anything else that come out is going to be all via DLC. You know, DLC straight onto the disc. And it just kind of makes me think, you know, how much DLC they're going to give from what they seem to have cut out of the game. So for instance, like the stages, you know, there's not that many stages. I mean, you know, I'd rather have stages as DLC instead of alternate costumes. I'm not asked about costumes. I'd rather have stages. Stages are better to look at, you know. And I think also you look at the netcode on the game. You know, there are some real issues with the netcode at the moment. Sound cutting out, you know, sound effects. You know, it just goes silent for like a few seconds at a time, and it's really like off-putting. It really brings you out of the game. And I think for people who aren't in the know, who follow up on the news and everything, you know, I just say, you know, watch out. It's not your TV that's fucking up. It is the game itself. The netcode is wank at this point. You know, Capcom really needs to get onto that shit and sort it out, because it is quite ridiculous. So, as you can see, obviously, I couldn't get into an online battle, which is probably for the best, because I probably would have got my ass beat anyway. So, just going to take you into arcade mode, show you a quick match before I finish up on this video. And I'll do a quick Ryu and Ken. It's the way to always do it. You know, I always play with Ryu and Ken. You know, I am a boring bastard like that. I do try and switch it up every now and again with different characters. You know, I was playing Super Street Fighter 4 the other day, and I was using Ibuki a lot. I actually like Ibuki. I think she's a really nice character, so I'll be using her a lot within this game. Obviously, I'm going to check out some Tekken characters. I've not played a Tekken game since Tekken 3 on the PS1, and that's honest. I didn't play a Tekken game throughout the whole of the PS2. In fact, I didn't even play a Street Fighter game throughout the whole of the PS2, apart from when they brought out Anniversary Edition, which had like Super Street Fighter 2 and you had the Third Strike on there as well. You know, so yeah, I am going to try out some Tekken characters. I think Law. I was in training mode before with Law, and he seems a really good character. I really like Law. So he's kind of like Fei Long. You know, he's like the Fei Long of the Tekken universe, you know. So if you ever play with Fei Long, then Law seems to be quite the same. So I'm looking forward to actually checking him out. But, you know, there's so many characters, you know. The possibilities are pretty much endless for me at this moment. It's just going to take some time to actually, you know, find a team that I feel comfortable with. So, you know, for the first few days, obviously, it's Ryu and Ken, just to get me into the game, get me learning some things, and all that kind of good shit. So, like I said, I'm just going to show you this quick match, just because, obviously, I've shown you the menus and that, and we are coming to the end of the video now. I couldn't get into that online match, but I just wanted to actually show you some actual gameplay. And I am going to win this. It is only on medium. But yeah, so we are coming to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're going to like the video. Please drop me a comment. You know, 17 minutes of my life. I've just spent making this video. It'd be nice to get some feedback on the video. Don't be hating about my abilities in Street Fighter. You know, I admit I am pretty much a beginner in a lot of people's eyes, but you know, there you go. So yeah, so hit me up on Xbox Live if you want to get some games going, whatever. I don't mind. We can always record some games as well, put them up on YouTube. But as for now, that's it from me. So I'm your boy Scatino, and I'm out. Peace.